The next club delivery parameter that we need to understand is called impact loft. Now, you may have also seen this referred to as dynamic loft or loft at impact. We can actually use those interchangeably, but we feel that impact loft gives the most accurate descriptor of how this is actually measured. So, the foresight camera is going to lock onto these 4 dots, and it's going to triangulate them into a face plane. So when we take a look at the impact loft, it's telling us the inclination of that face plane at the point of touch. Now, this is vastly different from how a radar system would present this information, because they're going to calculate what they think that to be based on the direction the golf ball launches in. Now, our impact loft plays a major role in putting spin on the golf ball and also the launch angle. I think it's important that we understand a little bit about how this works with drivers. Because that driver head has curvature across the face from heel to toe and from sole to crown, we need to understand that these fiducials are sitting back behind that crown of the bulge and roll. So it's a flat face plane that cuts through the curvature of the face. So when we see that, it gives us a true inclination of the face plane, and we can put that together with impact point to get a clearer picture of exactly how we delivered the club to the ball. Take a look at this animation, and then we're going to talk about how we can apply this information to play better golf. So now that we understand a little bit about what impact loft is and how it's measured, let's talk about how we can use that to change our shot outcomes. Now, the first thing we need to know is that the loft on the club at impact is a key determinant in the launch angle of the golf ball. So if we take a look at how PGA Tour players hit their irons, they often have a launch angle that's about 50% of the static loft on the golf club. So what that means is if I was to take this wedge and I put it in my loft machine and I saw that it was 48 degrees of loft, I'm going to launch that ball at about 24 degrees. Now, in order to do that, I'm going to have to significantly reduce the loft on the club at impact in order to create that flight condition. That's going to allow me to maximize the ball speed and the distance that ball will travel for my given swing speed. One of my favorite things about the way Foresight measures impact loft is how I can use it effectively for short game coaching. When I place the fiducials properly on the golf club, it allows me to read those high, soft, delicate flop shots where I've got lofted impact as high as about 70 degrees. So when we have that delicate 3-yard carry and only about 9 or 10 feet for the ball to release, I want to make sure that my players understand how to actually add loft to the golf club, which is going to in turn allow them to hit those difficult high and soft shots, giving them the best opportunity to get it up and down and save their par. How cool is it that your Foresight technology can measure the lofted impact for every club in the bag, all the way from driver right down to lob wedge?